By the end of this week, your time with Inside will come to an end. How was it for you guys overall?
It was really well. It was a really good time. You know, we got to meet a lot of awesome people and a lot of different bands and different styles. I think every band brought their own element, their own flavor to the tour. Everybody had a good time. There was really no drama or beef or problems between band members or anything like that. You know, it was an awesome opportunity to tour, you know, bands like DSI, you know, just legendary band in the metal and death metal scene as well as Belphegor, you know, and, you know, even Araxis and Blackburn. I think that every band definitely had its own little part to add, you know, flavor to each, you know, and some bands had better shows than others, and vice versa, but overall it was a real good success, and, you know, hopefully we turned some heads as far as Pathology goes. People might have never heard us before, so.
Alright. Then 2 weeks later, you guys are heading off to Europe with Tree and but anyway,
Pictuary?
Oh, Pictuary, thank you. Is it going to be your first time out there? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, you know, as far as my first time, it'll be my first time over there. I was in a former band that toured the States, you know, quite a few times, but as far as Europe, I've never gone to Europe. I'm really looking forward, really excited about it. I think it'll be an amazing experience. I can't wait to, you know, get out there and see, you know, what Europe's about and just experience and sightsee and see the country. It's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to be in a bus sharing it with the other two bands we're on tour with, so it'll be nice to not have to drive and not have to sleep in the van, actually get a shower every night, as well as, you know, just relax a little more downtime, less stressful. On this tour we had some really long drives, you know, upwards of 16 to 20-hour drives sometimes, you know, which is just really grueling. So, you know, having a driver and having a bus will definitely cater to that. So hopefully Europe will dig what we have to offer. I know that they take their music scenes very seriously, whether it's punk rock, hardcore, death metal, or what have you. So hopefully they definitely dig on what we have to offer and what we bring to the table.
Alright. So why the name Pathology? What's the story behind a name like that?
Well, I'm relatively new to the band, but Dave, the founding member, our drummer, I think just named it because it sounded like something, you know, it's pretty gory, pretty brutal, being part of kind of the guttural slamming death metal scene that they are. That's kind of a very, you know, I wouldn't want to say typical, very, very, you know, standard kind of ish name. As far as the original the band was about, it was very more grindy type of stuff. But now, the last record that was put out with Maddie Way on vocals and the lyrics were very, very social in the sense, very kind of political and almost kind of atmospheric in a sense. And I think that's kind of you know what, as well as myself, what I plan to write about on our new record. So that's the best answer I could probably give you for as far as where the name comes from. Is probably, you know, you have to relay that to Dave. So, but yeah,
that's good enough. You are now a part of the Victory Records family. How does that feel?
It's pretty awesome. Like I said again, I grew up listening to a lot of hardcore and metalcore stuff. So a lot of the bands that I grew up listening to were on Victory, Martyr AD, Between the Bear to Me, Hatebreed. You know, so on, it's Dead to Fall, so on and so forth. So, being on a label like that is pretty awesome. I definitely think that we should really stand out as far as any of the Victory metal bands as well. We are literally the only brutal death band signed to a relatively major label, probably besides, with the exception of, Devourment, who just recently signed to Relapse. I think that it plays in our favor in some ways, and in other ways it doesn't. So it's just kind of a matter of, how we look at it. They seem to treat us really well. Me being new to the band, you know, I only know so much, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, so it's going good. Hopefully, you know, they'll back us, and we can continue to, you know, make you know, them happy with what we have to offer, what we bring to the table.
All right. You guys just released your 4th album. Are you in the writing process for the next one?
Trying to step it up as far as the brutality goes, as well as, you know, make it really heavy, along with the fact of you know, adding some very dark, almost pseudo black metal element, give it a little bit more atmosphere on the guitars, some possible leads, and you know, we'll see where it goes from there.
All right. when did you yourself join the band, and how have you adjusted to the band? Are you guys meeting you like family?
I feel like I fit in really well with the band. I definitely bring a lot more of an element to the band than when I'd seen the band prior on different tours. That never really happened. A lot of guttural vocalists tend to not have a lot of energy. They just kind of stand in one place and don't move. And I definitely try to get the crowd involved. I try to hype them up. I stomp around the ground. I hit the floor. I headbang. I do it all. I really try to bring a very much more energetic show, which I think has given Tim and Oscar and Kevin, our guitar players and our bass player, the more willingness to be energetic, and I think it's really made the live show step up a lot as far as like a brutal death pseudo slam, guttural slam band. I came to be in the band basically just by trying out, and sending an email to Dave, and a little while went by, and I figured that they had already had someone, and they were more interested in someone else, or they had already had someone picked out. And basically about a month and a half went by, and I finally got an email back, and basically we started exchanging emails. I sent him some videos from my former band I was a part of, as well as some other stuff that I'd done vocally, and he seemed very psyched on. So we basically went from there, and then kind of blossomed into me, flying down to San Diego and trying out, doing a few songs, and then going from there.
What about this year? What else can we expect from you guys?
We'll be doing this tour in Europe, and then the guys will go home to San Diego and write a new record. I will go home to Seattle and write lyrics. We'll be in the studio in June, and then we'll be going on tour in August and September for a full U.S. and hopefully Canadian dates tour. So.
And is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer. So hopefully you'll be on the lookout for new stuff, and hopefully people continue to follow the band and support it and see what we have to offer in the future.